Hello and welcome. We're going to try this one more time. I don't think I can do as much. I just did three different attempts at like 10, maybe 15 minutes. And then for some reason, the website crashed and it didn't save any of my information. So I'm going to start over. I'm going to do a short one. I'm going to do a little intro as to what it is that I am attempting to do here, and I'm going to try to keep it short so I can see if this one will work. I won't do the long ones. I want to do 30 minutes, but it won't let me get past 15 for some reason. So I'm going to try a short one and see how it goes, and then maybe give it another shot tomorrow. I've already been talking for probably an hour. I'm not used to talking this much. I like talking this much, but I've never been around anyone where I talk this much, or at work where anyone really kind of listens to me and I talk this much. So this is kind of exciting. Kind of exciting to use my voice and hear my voice. So I am Rico. I want to start by saying that I am not a doctor or a therapist. I am not a medical professional in any way. I am just a normal person trying to navigate through life and trying to figure out a bunch of stuff that's going on up in here. And there's a lot. It's very tangled and very messy. And I'm not saying that I'm an expert. I'm not saying that I'm going to fix it, but I'm going to sort through it what I can, what little understanding I have, and I'm going to try to get through as much as I possibly can. I got to do this too. Okay. Let me get that out of the way. That thing was staring at me right there, so it needed to be done. Um yeah, I want to tell my story. I want us to hopefully relate with other people. Maybe someone can hear my story and say that was what it was like for me. That's what it was like. I want to relate. I want to connect. I want to put out the word that we're not alone. None of us, we're not alone. You're not alone. I'm not alone. And you're not what happened to you. I'm not what happened to me. We're something more. We're something better. We're something real. And it's time that I got my voice out. But like I said, I'm not going to do a long one because I'm already at 3 minutes only, just getting started. And if I do this again and I'm going to freak out. I don't want to freak out. So basically, I want to tell my whole life story, and I want to start in sections as much as I can. I want to start with the early childhood and my earliest memories. Living in Gary, I was born in Gary, and we lived in Glen Park. But we moved to the house that my parents still live in right now. 2025. They've been there, what, 51 years? Yeah, 51. I'm so 54. So my earliest memories were there. I told a story about the old house. My only memory is peeing in the bathtub because I was little and I couldn't reach the toilet, I think. I think that's why I peed in the bathtub. I don't know. Maybe it was fun. I don't know. But I do remember moving into the new house. I don't remember the old house moving out, but I remember moving into the new house. I remember the gravel driveway and the truck and the movers and the creepy old guy with a hurt back that was laying down on the floor. It's like, is he okay? Is he gonna pass away? But he didn't. I guess he just pulled a muscle in his back. But it was weird to see a grown ass man groaning and laying on the floor like he was being torn apart. And yeah, my memories of being a child were pretty easygoing when I was little. Cartoons and cereal and kindergarten. Even that was afternoon classes, so I could sleep in, get up late, go to school. Watch my electric company and my Sesame Street. I learned more from TV from those shows than I did from school. I know that. School was just horrible for me. I know some of you had good experiences, and I'm glad, but not all of us did. And yeah, kindergarten, first, second grade, kind of a blur. I do remember kindergarten. I do remember nap time. I do remember people and faces. I couldn't tell you the teacher's name right off the top of my head, though. Well, maybe I could. I'm not going to try it right now. I'm not going to name names in this series. I'm gonna just talk about situations. I'm not going to badmouth anyone. I might name names if it's something that's really good and it's something awesome that I shared with someone. But as of right now, I'm not gonna name any names. And I want to take this moment to mention the family pets, like Cisco and Pancho and Indiana Jones and Kitty and Josh and the kittens. Shammy made me realize a lot of things. Poor Cisco, he was tied to the door his whole life, and I tried to get him away from that so he could be a little free, but my mom would always freak out. And all the cats we had, we didn't have them very long, and that was an eye opener. Recently, getting Elvira and learning that cats live long lives. It says, I think I don't have proof, but I think my dad just didn't like him and took him somewhere and dumped him. That's what I think. I don't have proof, but that's what I think because they were never around very long, like maybe a year and then be gone. Oh, they ran away. Did they? So, yeah, I appreciate all my pets and I miss Henry and I miss Phineas and I love Elvira. Having a cat is different, but it's awesome and it's something I need. And I hope, anyone else out there that can relate to their pet and have someone to be there, even if it's just a living being. A living being can give you reason to stick around. A lot of this is going to be me talking about how I didn't want to stick around anymore. And I almost didn't stick around. But pets have ability. Like you think to yourself, who's going to take care of her if, I'd rather just do it myself. I'd rather take care of her myself. I don't want anybody else doing it. So, my appreciation to the pets, the bond that we have, and the power that they don't even know that they have to help us. So, getting through those early years, I'm going to finish right now by just saying that this next episode is I'm going to talk about my favorites as far as movies, music, as being a kid, you know, stuff that introduced me to music, stuff that introduced me to performative art, stuff that made me want to be creative, stuff that just made me think like, wow, there's a whole lot more than what there is to life. There's a whole lot more out there. And the more I learned, the more I heard, the more I realized, wow, I want to be part of this. And I knew it, and I was kind of discouraged from it. Like, you know, you don't want to play drums. You don't want to do that. No, you don't want to. Yeah, it's not for you. You don't want to do that. And that was just them not wanting to deal with it. Like I wanted to play drums, and I told them I wanted to play drums, and they said no. And I played drums anyway. They told me no, and I joined the band anyway. And they told me no, and I did it anyway. That was a common theme when I was a child as well. Just kind of doing what I want. But I am going to stop this one at 10 minutes. And like I said, I'm going to go into the stuff that I really loved, the stuff that really resonated with me, the stuff that a lot of the stuff I still have, a lot of stuff I still listen to, and I have really some good favorites. But I'm going to end this one. I don't have a joke. I can't think of one right now because I'm tired already from doing 30 minutes of talking that was wasted. So I'm going to put this in here. Okay. And we will see you next time with episode 2 of Rico, of This is Rico, trying to heal my inner child. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Um, like, share, and subscribe. Tell your friends. Tell your enemies. Tell everyone. I want this to get out to as many people as possible, so that maybe we can, find like-minded individuals and we can all relate. And that's all I want. So, you guys take care, and I will see you very soon. Bye.